Ducks were able to get it in deep once again.
Here we go again.
We got another fight. This time it's going to be Corbet against Konnor Smith. Thought he was in the first one. It was Weave. Now it is Smith, who is a little bit taller than Corbet. Smith feeding him with some body shots, hits him a couple times with the right. Corbet trying to hang on. He's going with some lefts. And Corbet trying to hang in there, pop the helmet off. Couple big shots on both sides here. Not a lot of defense. Smith gets him down. A good bout between Konnor Smith and Nate Corbet of the Kings. Both wearing number 63 here today. And fans on their feet for that one.
Yeah, they were on their feet. You know, there were a couple of punches landed there. And Smith at the end looked like he got one through there on Corbet. Corbet, a little bit of blood in the mouth area there. And at the end of the battle, Smith, knowing that he may have landed one there, he gave Corbet a nice little tap on the head to make sure that he was okay. So mutual respect there for each other, but good job by those young guys.
Smith a little bit larger at 6'6". Corbet comes in at 6'2", but Corbet, you know what, didn't back down there against a bigger and heavier opponent.
No, he got in there, you know, pulled himself in tight, tried to keep him, you know, up against the body of Smith, but Smith did a good job, as you should do when you have that advantage, to try to stretch the guy out, get him at length where you have the extra reach, and that's where he was able to get that extra shot in at the end.
A lot of times we talk about whether these guys have known each other and playing juniors over the years. We don't know, but Corbet, Calgary native, Smith, guy from Ontario in the OHL from Windsor, so probably a new rivalry building between those two.
Yep. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound.
I like the head tap at the end.
No, that's, you know, again, it's, again, as much as these guys battle each other out there, they do respect each other, because that job with those two guys there, only players, people around the game understand how tough that job is, and it's not a good thing to do. You know, even when you go out there and, you know, if you win the battle, it's not a good feeling when you see a guy go down on the ice and, you know, he's not able to you know, get himself off on his own accord. So again, they're both in the box, they're both sitting up right there. And
looks like they called some extra penalty on the Ducks, because Guite is over to serve an extra minor. So there was a penalty before the fight. Looked like a cross-checking call on Anaheim. And maybe that's what started everything, and the Kings end up on the power play here.
Yep, we'll get the man advantage, and we'll see how they move it around. They got that same unit out there with the 4 forwards, and one defender, Busevich, quarterbacking from back of the blue line.
Second power play for LA. They have a 1-0 lead, but they lose the face-off, and Anaheim gets the clear.